Hello souls, how are you? It's time for another miraculous reading. Today we are going to make another royal reading and we have viewer's request. The topic will be: what is the spiritual connection between Prince Harry and King Edward VIII? So if you're curious, still till the end of this video, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. So let's start with the overall situation. Let's see how the cards are going to show us the overall connection between these two personalities who share a lot of similarities. We have Page of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Nine of Wands, Hermit, and Eight of Cups. So what is the similarity? The major similarity that both of them appeared as pages. Pages are younger energies. This could show mature person, but who is emotionally immature. Usually we have children being depicted as pages. So both King Edward and Prince Harry were, and Prince Harry is still a youngish energy. They both appear as childish personalities, and both of them found something precious in a Queen of Wands. What the Queen of Wands means: this is a very attractive personality. Usually this is fiery energy. Meghan Markle is a Leo. I am not sure what kind of zodiac sign Wallis was. However, we have this magnetic person, mesmerizing, who is very attractive for men, some sort of a femme fatale with very sexual energy. And so we have this child who is mesmerized next to a woman like this. And you see that in both occasions the woman is looking at the other direction, the opposite direction. So both of them, both the page and the queen, are looking towards the future, but the Queen of Wands will be always stronger as energy and personality than the page. We have this mother and child dynamic. So what happened afterwards? We have Nine of Wands. So it looks like in both cases we have a woman who had difficult past in some sort. She had a lot of mistakes and she's trying not to repeat them. She is afraid of repetition of these mistakes. And we have this lonely figure as well, who feels that nobody understands them. And finally we have the walk away. In both cases, although from the outside appeared that they were having almost everything, this figure is not complete. Some cups are missing, and both Prince Harry and King Edward were feeling like something is missing for them to be fully happy, so they walked away. So this is the major similarity. What was the spiritual lesson behind King Edward's experience? what was his karmic lesson, and did he manage to pass it, to learn it? Did he make the right choice, or he failed? Page of Wands, 8 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. So he did the right choice. His life lesson and his karmic purpose was to act based on his emotions. He had to act as the Queen of Cups, and he followed his heart and his emotions. So he was soft and emotional. He appears initially as the Page of Wands, which is the spoiled child who gets everything, also funny child, energetic, loved by anybody, the center of the attention. However, we see some lack of communication with the 8 of Wands in a negative position. There was some slowness. He was having some issues in taking fast decisions and communicating what he actually wants. His family was standing right next to him, and they were helping him a lot. So he was having a large support by his family. So the final result was the Ace of Pentacles. He got what he wanted. He got this opportunity. He also got a lot of money. He was not poor. And this was the award for him. He got what he wanted. Was he emotionally happy? So this was his goal and he achieved it. But was he emotionally happy with Wallis to the end of his life? 7 of Swords, the Sun, 9 of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, and Page of Swords. There were ups and downs. He appears once again as somebody who is very immature and childish-like with the Sun card, and he also liked to lie to himself that he's happier than he actually is. So he lied to himself that he's happy, but at night he was having nightmares and difficulties with his sleep routine. He was suffering from an insomnia, and he remained with this childish energy till the end of his life. He appears, we have several pages appearing in his reading, so he remained immature till the rest of his life. For the rest of his life, he didn't actually matured. So what was the spiritual purpose behind Prince Harry's situation? Did he make the right choice when he was advised to slow it down with Meghan Markle, but he rushed into this marriage? What was his purpose? Did he make the right choice? We have similar situation, but they might be different goal behind it from her perspective. So let's see. We have Knight of Wands, 2 of Swords, Justice, Hanged Man, and Wheel of Fortune. He appears a little bit more mature than King Edward, but they appear from the same suite, so there's clearly a connection, spiritual connection. And this could mean that also that this is the same soul, but on a later stage, because here we have the Page of Wands as King Edward, and here we have the Knight of Wands, which is the next step in the soul's journey. We have some sort of elevated status, so I believe this is the same soul. We have this Knight of Wands who is very spontaneous, somebody who acts first and then thinks, or doesn't think at all. Somebody who is very active. What was going against him? That he didn't want to listen. He didn't want to listen to anybody and to see all the facts. He was covering his ears and eyes. What was going in his pro? What was helping him is the law. As he was despair, he was having larger opportunities from legal point of view to act and to take his decision. So he was able to do whatever he wants in a position of despair. What he had to do, he had to let go, but he didn't, as we know. The Hanged Man means that you are ready to sacrifice something. But instead of sacrificing himself, he decided to take whatever he wants. So what was the final outcome? Destiny turned around. Is he currently happy with Megan? Is he emotionally happy with her? We got a confirmation that this is the same soul, but at a later stage. So yes, indeed, he is King Edward reincarnated. Is he happy with Megan? Six of Cups, Chariot, Tower, Devil, Five of Wands. So here we have very disturbing picture that is telling us, and it's showing us literally how damaged he actually is. This is showing him as a child with Willem. This card, the Six of Cups, represents the past, and we have these two children who are playing happily and peacefully. And then we have this car crash, the Chariot, next to the tower that shows the crash of a car. We know which car crash are showing to us, the cards. And afterwards everything got confused. We have, this is the shadow side, showing the devil. Something really messed up in Harry's head, and ever since then he got possessed by some dark energy. And by saying dark energy, I don't mean devil, I don't mean demons, I mean depression, I mean usage of drugs, etc. So devil cards talks about obsession, talks about addictions, talks about all the shadowy aspects of life. And in conjunction with the Five of Wands, we have somebody who is always ready to fight, who has a lot of inner conflicts, and it's really disturbed. And basically, the cards are telling me that he is incapable to experience happiness. After the Anna's car crash, he completely damaged himself by using drugs, and somehow he damaged his brain. So there are some centers in his brain, centers of pleasure and happiness that are burnt out from the drug usage, from conflict and stress, and etc. But he's incapable to feel happiness anymore. Let's try to channel King Edward and see if he wants to talk with us. Yes, he does. So let's ask his spirit what he wants to tell us. We have the King of Wands, Three of Wands, Two of Swords, Three of Cups, and Hanged Man. So he says that while he was a king, he wanted to travel the world. That was something really important for him. He wanted to travel a lot, to go abroad, and this was somehow forbidden for him. He didn't want to just to dream, but he wanted to experience this. And he didn't want to sacrifice himself. He didn't want to sacrifice all the happiness and joy he was planning to experience. Ace of Wands. So he's saying that he actually didn't make the sacrifice by renouncing of the throne. He actually believes that it was quite the opposite, that he was going to make a sacrifice by staying as king. Ace of Wands, Hermit, Five of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, and Eight of Cups. Here he talks about more intimate details of his life. He talks at least at a later stage of his life, he was incapable to be intimate with his wife, and he felt like complete loser, like an outcast, that he was incapable to fulfill his duties as husband. He felt really miserable about that, and that was once again something that reminded him of his past, when he was feeling unfulfilled, that something was missing. So when he lived with Wallis in his later years. He felt really sorry that he was incapable to satisfy her physically. What else? Once again, he talks about how much he dreamed to travel the world when he was a little child. Ever since he was a little child, he wanted to travel the world and go abroad. He was dreaming about that. And this is his biggest achievement, that he got this opportunity to travel the world. He was very, very happy about that. Eight of Pentacles, the Sun, Devil, Two of Wands, and Ten of Wands. He says that he wanted to escape his duties. He didn't want to work and to be a king, as he felt like a small child, and this small child was some sort of trapped and bonded with duties and responsibilities. He was dreaming of escaping, going somewhere far away, and he didn't want to have all these responsibilities. He felt like these responsibilities were for somebody who is really old and mature, while he felt himself as somebody who is really young and who deserves to have different kind of experience to enjoy life. What is his advice for Harry? Is he communicating with him in some kind of way? Knight of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, Three of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, Hanged Man, yes, he is communicating with him, as this is the same soul but reincarnated, so part of this soul remains in their past reincarnation, and some part is now living the life experience of Harry. And Harry already appeared as the Knight of Wands, so this is Harry. And his advice is to slow down things, to slow down and to find his friends once again, to find a group of friends, to find his soul tribe, and not to fall, not to be a victim of Megan. Megan appears as the Nine of Pentacles, somebody who enjoys the beautiful life, expensive clothes, and here we see her enjoying her life in Montecito, while Prince Harry appears as somebody who is stuck in this situation, who actually felt victim of this situation, and he doesn't know how to get out of it, from it. The advice is to see things from another perspective, to open his eyes and see things from another point of view, to think about what makes him happy in life, and to find once again his friends. What will happen with this soul? Is Harry going to find a way out of his difficult situation? 9 of Cups, 4 of Wands, 6 of Cups, the Moon, Chariot. Unfortunately, the answer is no. Harry once again seems trapped by this car accident with his mother, and he's obsessed by this moment in his life. He's incapable to let go, and he's incapable to escape from it. He's experiencing some sort of pleasure from digging this wound and all the negative aspects of this situation, and he's collecting some sort of information, memories. He's asking different people about what happened, about what they experienced in that moment, what information they have. So he's going in the wrong direction. He's not looking for healing. I have different kind of question. Why he and Meghan decided to use the card that Wallis Simpson used to go to the funeral of King Edward? Was this on purpose? Of course, it wasn't a coincidence, but what was the idea behind her using for her wedding the same card that was used by Wallis Simpson to go to the funeral of Edward? What was the idea? What they wanted to show us? Ace of Swords, Queen of Swords. This was aggressive approach. It was some sort of warning. They wanted to give us Chariot once again. 10 of Swords. And here we have the Chariot that is going to a funeral. Devil. This idea was channeled by, this appears to be Wallis Simpson. Somehow Meghan received this channeled information. Perhaps she was using some mediumship or something else. She got this idea channeled by Wallis Simpson, and she got obsessed by it. But what they wanted to show us with this idea? What stands behind this idea? Page of Swords, Magician, 7 of Cups, 2 of Wands, 9 of Wands. They wanted to remind us of the past, and this was some immature attempt for manipulation. They wanted to remind the image of the possible development of the situation, like give us a glimpse of what is going to happen. that in the future, Two of Swords, Two of Wands represents the future, is going to happen the same thing that happened in the past. Nine of Wands represents past mistakes, so or past events. So in the future is going to happen what happened in the past. Prince Harry is going to leave England with his American wife, and this was made in a very childish manner, immature way. Once again, we have clear manipulation with the Magician and the Seven of Cups. So we have clear attempt of manipulation of the public perception. What is the purpose of this reincarnation? What is the purpose? Lovers, Hanged Man once again, Knight of Pentacles, the World, and Five of Swords. So there's, and this is some sort of a major message coming out here for both King Edward and Prince Harry. We have the Lovers with the Hanged Man, that the message is saying that when they choose their lovers, they fell as victims of their lovers. And they believe that this will help them travel the world or make them elevate their status, and that they will be winners here. But the final outcome is the Five of Swords, which card means that you cannot have victory here. You are always sacrificing something, and although you will think that you are the winner of this situation, that you have that you got what you want, actually this is a double-edged sword, and by winning something you will lose something even major. So that was the reading, my dear souls. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.